Namaste. I am Rupa Soman and I welcome you to our Kathak dance presentation by Rupak Nrityalay, Nrityarang. Rupak Nrityalay is a Kathak dance school based in Pune, founded by Srimati Manjiri Karolkar in the year 1989. Our founder, Srimati Manjiri Karolkar, is a senior disciple of Guru Pandita Manisha Sathe since 1975 and has also been trained in Tala and Laya under the Tala Yogi Pandit Suresh Talwarkarji and Dr. Arvind Thatte. She is a senior research fellowship holder of the Indian government's Ministry of Culture, as well as the first lady artist from Maharashtra on the ICCR artist panel, who was deputed to Uzbekistan with the Indian Embassy as a performer and faculty. Manjiri has completed her Alankar in Kathak from the Akhil Bhartiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandal and Masters in Commerce from Pune University. In addition to this, she has a command over different languages like English, Hindi, Marathi and Russian. She is dedicated to work for the art of Kathak and wants to spread it across the globe. She has given over 100 solo performances within and outside India. She has conducted workshops and performed in 16 countries such as Switzerland, Japan, Malaysia, USA, including universities like the University of Kansas and University of Michigan. She successfully runs her dance school, Rupak Nrityalay in Pune, and annually conducts a fundraising function for her institution to help NGOs working for children welfare. She has performed in many prestigious festivals all over the country, such as the Kalka Binda Jayanti Mahotsav, Kalke Kalakar Mahotsav, Pune Festival, Yuva Sangeet Nritya Mahotsav, the Horizon series of the ICCR, and several performances for Doordarshan, India TV. She has won many accolades and a plethora of awards, such as the Rohini Bhate Puraskar, the Nritya Shiromani by the Government of Orissa, the Saraswati Prasad, BMCC Pride, and also a gold medal in Pune University's Youth Festival. She has been working with Bharti Vidyapith deemed university for performing arts as a guru and a lecturer for the master's students, and is a recognized examiner in centers like the Pune University, the Akhil Bhartiya Gandharva Mahavidyalaya Mandal, and the Kala Academy, Goa. Manjiri has been passionately working in the field of Kathak for more than 4 decades and further wishes to pursue her PhD in Kathak. Before we begin with our program, we shall take this opportunity to thank Bharti Vidyabhavan, Infosys Foundation and Professor Nandakumar Kakirde for providing us with their space and stage for Nrityarang. Nrityarang is their 104th performance under the cultural outreach program and the first after the COVID pandemic and the many lockdowns. We are grateful for their timely help and support as always. We begin every activity by praying to the Almighty, and our dance is our prayer. Manjiri will be performing a Mahakali Vandana, where you will all see the beauty of the goddess, her untied hair, the various weapons in her hands, her almond-shaped eyes ablaze with emotion that make her look beautiful even when she is ferocious. Vandana is a prayer where the dancer invokes the deity and prays for his or her well-being. Goddess Kali dons several avatars to protect the weak. She uses her cosmic powers to destroy the evil forces that threaten the world. Mahakali is one of the 3 manifestations of Mahadevi Durga. So let's begin our program by praying to this goddess of time, Mahakali. The Vandana is set to Rag Bhatiyar and Tal Ek Tal.
Re, da, na, na.
Tal Dhamar. Kathak is one of the 9 major forms of Indian classical dance. The origin of Kathak is traditionally attributed to the travelling bards of ancient northern India known as the storytellers. Katha kahe, so Kathak kehlave. Although Kathak originated as a medium to narrate stories, its technical aspects are also part and parcel of a Kathak repertoire which developed during the Mughal period. These technical aspects are together known as Nritya or pure dance. Here we see Kathak's transition from a colloquial medium of entertainment to a respected classical art form. Now, Manjiri will be performing Tal Dhamar, where every composition will be set to the metrical cycle of 14 beats. As per Kathak tradition, Manjiri will be performing Thaat, Amad, Todas, Gintis, Parans in Tal Dhamar, where each composition is built on an acute mathematical sense and choreographed aesthetically. Kathak is the only dance form where Tal is presented individually, highlighting aspects like graceful pirouette movements, perfect footwork, and the ability to swiftly chase the space around the dancer. Get ready to experience Manjiri's dexterity and competency in this art form in Tal Dhamar.
tadigra tadigra digditay, tadigra tadigra digditay, tadigra tadigra digditay, ram tatatay tatatay, tatay tatatay tatatay tatatay, ram tatatay tatatay, tatay tatatay tatatay tatatay, ram tatatay tatatay, tatay tatatay tatay tatay. Takita dikita gina gina takita dik gina 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 takita dik takita dikita dha gina takita dik gina gina takita dik gina 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 takita dik takita dikita dha gina takita dik gina gina takita dik gina gina takita dik takita dikita dha. This is Veda, no gap in between. Now we will move to a Bhavparan. It's a beautiful amalgamation of technical part as well as expressional part of Kathak. Next composition is Nohakka. Ginti. It's playing with numbers. It's for layman to understand and explore the beauty of lay. Next is a Chakradar Paran. My Paratpar Guru, Pandit Gopi Krishna ji, he has taught in the same way. Last composition of this tal presentation, as per tradition, number of pirouettes.
Hori. Hori, best known as the Festival of Colors, is celebrated with much joy and merriment in India. Forgetting their worries and hard feelings, people come together to literally paint the town red and smear each other's faces with vibrant colors. This festival promptly reminds us of Lord Krishna celebrating Hori with Radha, the other gopis, and the citizens of Vrindavan. Lord Krishna used to play pranks and trouble Radha. Despite his mischievous behavior, both of them had utmost respect and love for each other. In today's Hori, you don't see Krishna, but only Radha and her friends playing with the colors. With all of them being drenched in colors, it is very difficult to recognize Radha. As it is rightly said in this Hori, Radha is the one in whose eyes you see Lord Krishna's reflection. You see in her eyes the eternal and unconditional love she has for Krishna. Sung by Ms. Shruti Vishwakarma, presenting Hori, set to Rag Mishra Tilak Kamod. Be positive. Think positive, be positive is a motto of today's era. Be positive is a performance where you can see how a negative attitude can never give you a progressive life. You tend to see negativity in everything and forget that there is always a brighter side. Negativity lowers our spirit and attracts melancholy or boredom. A pessimist never admires the warmth that sunshine gives. He's more affected by the thorns of the flowers than their sweet fragrance. For him, chirping of the birds is more of a noise than a melody. Manjari was completely captivated when she heard the music piece used for this performance. Truly, a blissful blend of lively accordion with the subdued flute notes. That's where the entire concept of this choreography came into being. The foundation was built, and Manjari just needed to inhale positivity to create magic, which she literally has. Through their graceful dance movements, gestures, and expressions, Manjari and her disciple Ishani Senjit shall depict an affirmative attitude overrides negativity. Abhinaya and Nritya, that is pure dance and expression, both have been used as a medium to portray the choreographer's thoughts. Never forget, even if you stumble, you are still moving forward. Rise and evolve. Ganesh Nartan. Ganesha, along with being the god of wisdom, is also worshipped as the patron of art in India. Devotion towards this elephant-headed deity is widespread. While Lord Ganesha's mesmerizing form pleases us, there is a deep spiritual symbolism behind his features. The huge belly is symbolic of the universe that has been created. His large ears reflect a perfect listener assimilating ideas. His trunk can hold everything that exists in this cosmos. Always attended by an Indian rat, Bappa savors the sweet modaks. Ramdas Swami wrote the first two lines of this composition, and Jitendra Kulkarni later composed the song, where Dr. Rahul Deshpande added to the lyrics. As mentioned earlier, Ganesha, being the patron of art, had the skill to dance. Being the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati, he is said to have inherited the balanced mixture of Tandava and Lasya, forceful yet delicate at the same time. This song describes how Ganesha gracefully dances when instruments like the pakhwaj and tal are played. With his larger-than-life features, Ganesha looks exceptional dancing. Through this beautiful composition, sung by Sonu Nigam, we pray for the commencement of a better, stronger and safer chapter in our lives.
कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती, कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती, मृदांग वाजती टाळा खळखळाटती, मृदांग वाजती टाळा खळखळाटती, कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती. गगुळी बुद्धिदायका, तू ही ओंकार प्रणवदायका, गम गधम गगुळी बुद्धिदायका, तू ही ओंकार प्रणवदायका, पंचानन विधिनियती प्रज्ञान वितेजमिती, कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती, कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती, मृदांग वाजती टाळा खळखळाटती, मृदांग वाजती टाळा खळखळाटती, कुशल चपळ गती नाचताती गणपती. सार गायका बोल ताल गायका तू ही ब्रह्म सुप्त सार गायका रजतम सत्ताकृती दया सुर स्वर प्रकृती रजतम सत्ताकृती लय सुर स्वर प्रकृती तुरुता दैवी वेद संहिता कुशल चपळ गती नाचताति गणपती कुशल चपळ गती नाचताति गणपती मृदांग वाजती काळा खणखणाटती मृदांग वाजती काळा खणखणाटती कुशल चपळ गती नाचताति गणपती
Rhythm speaks. You all must have heard people say, you've not known rain if you have not jumped across the puddles. You've not known rain if you've not made paper boats and been happy if they made it past the curb and sad if they tumbled in a downpour. You've not known rain until you've embraced mud as your own. Our performers today say that you've not known rain if you've not danced to the rhythmic beats of the raindrops coming down from the soft clouds and being absorbed by our Mother Earth. The monsoons in India are heralded with great joy across the great country as they provide respite after a dry heat. The rains transform the earth from a dry, sad, parched piece of land into a gorgeous green beauty that is full of life and vigor. The smell of the first rain rekindles in us the joy of dancing. When Manjiri heard the composition, Rhythm Speaks, by Bikram Ghosh, she could hear the pitter-patter of the rain from its musical notes. The initial longing of the rains and the happiness after it arrives. Everything was sensed by Manjiri while listening to this song. And thus the choreography is named Badal. You all can see how the music plays a pivotal role in choreographing any performance. Now, let's watch the girls dance to the melodious tunes of Rhythm Speaks. Nritya Sanchit. According to Indian culture, any program concludes with the rag Bhairavi. For years together, this cascading Indian tradition has been passed down to our younger generations. We shall also conclude our program by worshipping Lord Shiva through this beautiful performance bound in rag Bhairavi. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati are considered the gods of dance. Dance of Lord Shiva is the Tandav, and the dance of Goddess Parvati, Lasya. Male and female, father and mother, both fearsome yet gentle, both destructive and constructive. We believe that the bodily movements of Lord Shiva created the entire universe. The creator, the preserver, the transformer, and the destroyer. The forms of Tandav and Lasya are seen in every classical art in India. It is said that dance came into being when a man jumped high into the air with great happiness, and from there, this art has been passed down to the future generations. With changing times, dance has evolved and emerged as a distinct form of fine art. Today, classical dance is considered one of the fine arts of India. This Bhairavi gives us the message to preserve and keep passing on this form of art to our future younger generations, thereby making it immortal. This Bhairavi, composed by Dr. Chaitanya Kunte, gives us the message to preserve and keep passing on this form of art to the younger generations, thereby making it immortal. Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati together create Nrityarang, the god of dance. We bow in front of this benevolent one and are grateful that he exists. Presenting Nritya Sanchit.
श्री शिवजी के डमरू से नाट्यकला सत्य शिव सुंदर सारा स्मरण करो मनन करो कितनी दिव्य परंपरा कितनी दिव्य परंपरा
पूजनीय है मात पिता देवतुल्य है सब गुरुजन शिशु किशोर और युवक जनों को दिव्य परंपरा ये दे दो दिव्य परंपरा ये दे दो
भारत भूखे युवक जनों उच्छृंखल बेहोशी से जाग उठो परंपरा के बनकर साधक सद्भावों को स्वर दे दो स्वर दे दो तन मन से कर अथक साधना